It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
And it's the Wizards on the road for this one with an interconference game today. Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche Latina, celebration of Latin culture in the league. It's become an annual tradition and a very good one. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. You look at the Spurs, a superb ball club playing a great brand of basketball. #1 record right now in the NBA.
Kevin, I tell you what, they've actually been terrific on their home court, and they're starting another homestand right now.
Yeah, and this has been their domain, no doubt about it. I mean, they've made this arena a very difficult one for you as an opponent to come in and have success. So the question is whether or not they can continue that dominance on this homestand.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So on the floor for Washington, the great pair of Wall and Beal are at the guard spots. Gortat is out there with Markieff Morris, and it's Porter at the 3 slot. Now here's Parker. Bradley Beal unable to get his shot to go. Leonard, no luck. And just about a minute into the first quarter. And here is Gortat. Playing Dallas, he was nearly unstoppable. And it's sent back by Aldridge. 5 to shoot. Here's Beal. Beal with another miss.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
Yeah, and I think the quickness of the closeout really threw him off.
And you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
Right side Wall. Score. The basket, his second of 2 attempts.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Thanks, Kev. I caught up with Washington's head coach. He talked about the respect he has for the game of LaMarcus Aldridge and how tough it will be for them to slow him down, saying Aldridge is tough because he can score facing up or with his back to the basket. And with his length, it's tough to bother his shot. We'll look to deny him the ball when we can and just try to make it as hard as possible every touch. Kevin, we'll see how successful they are.
Thanks again, Doris. And again, it's John Wall. Wall's got 6 points.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Parker dishes to Dedmon. To the middle. The jump hook. In deep. Aldridge drops it in.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
There's a screen by Gortat. And Wall kicks to Beal. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
Shot's good.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, well, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Now, here's Parker. An 11-point game for him in the win against Orlando. And Leonard. Gets it to go.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
The Wizards have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. There's a screen by Gorton. Here's Beal, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Wizards.
Boy, they've come out of that locker room with a hot hand. Those jumpers have been falling for them.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively. As well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
Here is Wall. Following the score by Tony Parker. The high post shot. And the shot's good after hitting off the rim. And that's now 8 points for Wall.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Aldridge a screen. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Parker. Double team on Parker. Green with the ball. Now Beal defending.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the defense has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull that trigger. You've got to be in his face and not give him any space.
And you can see, Clark, that he has garnered the attention of the defense here. They are not going to allow him to get those kinds of looks.
And so the ball out of bounds. Beal touched it last.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Not one second chance bucket allowed. That is finishing off good defense.
And Parker gets it to go. The assist from Leonard. And that's now 7 points for Tony Parker.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
And Wall kicks to Gortat. Gortat with a screen on Green. Beal. San Antonio with the rebound. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group.
So timeout called here. The first for Washington. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
They just looked stable pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
Tremendous balance on display, Greg. I mean, when you look at who was carrying the scoring load, making assists, playing unselfishly, I mean, they had it all working, and that led to the nice road win.
Here's Murray after marching Gortat's bucket. Oh, wide open look for Gasol. Knocks down the 3-ball. Gasol's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Morris a screen, and here's Wall outside. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Now here's Leonard. He's coming off a 19-point game against Orlando. They kick it out to Green. Releases. Aldridge, the pass to Gasol. Goes back up. Porter pulls it in.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
Beal dishes to Wall. Wall draws the double. Morris a screen. Here's Porter. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Porter's got 5.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Here's Murray. Outside Leonard. Leonard draws the double. Here's Murray. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 4 assists now tonight.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt. No one near Wall as he lets it go. Wall missing again. San Antonio's gone 4-7 from three-point range so far in the first. Offensive rebound. Here's Leonard. Second chance shot. And he lays it up and in. And now it's a three-point San Antonio lead.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
Such a wide-open look. 8 points for Otto Porter Jr.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now, looking at some different sets because of the matchups.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Lee's checked in for Aldridge. Carter comes in for Leonard. And it's Ginobili in for Daniel Green. Lee goes in, and so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside. Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
To the inside, Gasol with the steal. Carter right side. Screen by Lee. Gasol setting the pick for Ginobili. Gasol's got room. That falls. Nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili. Gasol's got 5.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Smith. No good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Murray. We've got 1:08 left here in the first quarter. 4 on the shot clock. Lee kicks to Murray. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
How do you stop this? I mean, it seems like they can't miss.
And that one's good by Gortat.
Nice pass there by Sergio Rodriguez.
Spurs leading by 5. The dish now to Gasol. Here's Ginobili. Gortat with the defensive effort. Washington's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Beal, the pass to Smith. Good D by Lee. The Spurs shooting it officially from the get-go. They're at 52% from the field. It's Ginobili with the drive. And that one's good.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Rodriguez in the post. He's covered by Murray. Mack, good.
It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now. Incredible stuff here early on.
Both teams playing downhill. You know, coaches say that all the time. You want to play downhill. Well, at some point you think somebody's got to cool off in this one, right?
Here's Gasol. And oh, he hits the buzzer. Beater.
And he beats the buzzer to end the quarter.
Terrific shot there. I mean, he was calm.
And Spurs head coach Greg Popovich, very demanding. Throughout the years, he was hardest on his point guard, Tony Parker. And here's what Parker had to say about that.
My first 3-4 years, it was tough sometimes. Sometimes, like, eyes watered.
Even though it seems like that was a very long time ago now, to hear Tony Parker talk about it now, it still sounds very fresh to him.
Did he acknowledge, Kevin, that he cried?
It sounds like it.
The game made him cry. That's one of the things fans forget about with professional athletes. No matter how successful they get, players never forget that pain and frustration or those other emotions they've gone through to help get them to where they are.
And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Spurs.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
So this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting the second. Smith is out there with Marquise Morris. Then it's Shelby Mack. Then there's Burke. And it's Porter in at the 3. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Manu Ginobili. And the Wizards making a change here as well. John Wall's checked in for Mack. Morris with a screen on Parker. Burke with it. He's picked up by Parker. Fades and shoots. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Burke's got his first points in this one. San Antonio leading by 6. And Leonard has it in the corner. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. And he banks in the layup. Leonard's got the lead up to 8 now for the Spurs. The Wizards shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Smith sets the pick for Burke. And the shot no good, a bit short.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Parker kicks to Dedmon. Lee outside. Now the pass to Dedmon. They set the pick. Shot clock at 5. Carter for 3. Rebounded by the Wizards. Morris has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Wall dishes to Burke. It's Porter outside. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. And that's 11 points for Otto Porter Jr.
Lovely dish by Columbus's own Trey Burke.
It's Parker with the drive. To the middle. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter.
Role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Wizards trail by 7. Burke with it. To the paint. Here's Smith. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, the numbers since the All-Star break, and here's how San Antonio ranks league-wide. 1st in assists, 1st in steals, and they're also number 1 in shooting percentage. This is a team that prides itself on taking high-quality shots.
And how about that assist rate? Great chemistry offensively, playing with one mind, if you will, all on the same page. That's special basketball we're witnessing here tonight.
LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for San Antonio. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Parker. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. And here we have the 2K leaderboard showing us the teams with the best free throw percentage during the past month. Number 1, the Spurs. In 4th, the Wizards.
Yeah, I mean, both of these clubs have really been good from the free throw line. I mean, the focus is there, and the numbers would back that up.
Aldridge kicks to Dedmon. 5 on the clock. Inside, here's Leonard, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander. Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly. You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And the wide open shot from Morris. And the three off target. Leonard, the pass to Parker. Kicks it out to Leonard. The shot. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. And that's now 11 points for Leonard.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Wall against Parker. Aldridge with a screen on Wall. Parker against Wall. From the baseline. Rejected by Wall. And they'll keep possession. And it's Aldridge missing.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Well, we've seen him before. He does not allow you to just get easy baskets. He's always going to make you work for it.
Wall attacking. From 11 feet away. Shot is off. So the Spurs will take it the other way. They went to Washington for their last meeting with the Wizards, and they came out with a win.
And with the type of defense they played that day, they were able to cause a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, and causing a lot of turnovers, Greg, as you well know, means cashing in on those opportunities, which really can put a team in a bad way in a hurry.
Washington calls timeout.
Yeah, I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
Pau Gasol's checked in for San Antonio. Green comes in for Vince Carter. Then for the Wizards, Gortat's checked in for Smith. Beal comes in for Porter. And Rodriguez is subbed in for Trey Burke. Gortat misses.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Green against Rodriguez.
Boy, his struggles continue here in the second quarter.
Morris, no good. Kicks it to Leonard. Beal with the steal. Rodriguez with it. He's picked up by Parker. Gortat with a screen on Parker. Up top, Morris. And a great assist by Rodriguez as that one goes in. Morris has got his first bucket in this one. Gasol a screen. Parker double teamed. It's Gasol with the drive. And the dunk by Aldridge.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Now Leonard, 11 points in the game. Aldridge with a screen on Wall. And Aldridge gets it to go on the assist from Leonard. Leonard's got 6 assists now in the game.
Boy, after having a tough time in the first, he's managed to turn it around nicely this quarter.
And Wall kicks to Rodriguez. Gortat with the screen for Wall. Pass to Gortat. Puts it up from 12. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Great pass. John Wall is really good at finding the open man.
Parker outside. Outside Leonard. Shot clock at 5. Right side Aldridge. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Great open look there. And the Spurs lead by 8. Wizards have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Morris with a screen on Green. Got freed up. Nice work off the pick. And it's 13 points for Wall.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
A different look now for San Antonio. Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard, and it's D in for Parker. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Max checked in. No coverage that time. Aldridge has got the lead up to 8 now for the Spurs. And there's the call on Ginobili. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Rodriguez outside to the middle. Gasol with the steal.
Heads-up interior defense there. He was ready for that entry pass.
He gives them a double-digit lead. And now a 10-point San Antonio lead.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Beal gets a wide-open look. Bangs home the trifecta. Beal's got 7.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
And it's Manu Ginobili with the finish.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
And stolen by Murray. Jumps up. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Spurs leading by 11. Pass to Gasol. Latrey. That's good. And 11 points for D.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Rejected by Gasol. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol. Washington with the ball. Here's Rodriguez, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. Porter's checked in for the Wizards.
Wizards substitution. Otto Porter.
It's Beal on the wing, guarded by Green. Down low, clock at 6, and it's sent back by Aldridge.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Murray, good.
Dropping bombs. How many more threes are we going to see from him tonight?
Well, we've already seen plenty. I mean, he's got more points from outside the arc than inside of it so far.
Washington shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
And both free throws good for Beal. Good if it goes. No good. That'll do it for the first half.
Well, guys, I'm here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal and Ken. It's San Antonio out on top at halftime. They lead by 15. Kenny, what's your take?
They have run their offense straight out of a coach's textbook tonight. Both ball and player movement have been excellent. And the result of...
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
Talk about great numbers for D. He has 14 points, and those 4 3-pointers he's hit have helped him too.
No doubt, Clark. They'd be in a much different position this game if he wasn't knocking down those triples.
Parker and Green are the guard pairing. Kawhi Leonard is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Dedmon into the center position. That's the San Antonio 5. There's the pick. Leonard kicks to Green. Gord's out with the rebound. Wizards trail by 13. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Count the bucket. 15 points for Wall.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And it's Otto Porter with the foul. That's his first foul. It's stolen by Morris. Ball stolen. Dedmon. Washington. With the rebound.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Beal can't get it to go.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Aldridge with a screen on Wall. Parker kicks to Aldridge. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got 3 assists in the game. Wall against Parker. Outside, Wall. He dishes it to Gortat. On the money from 12 feet away. Gortat's got 8 points.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And that one's good. Parker.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Wall against Parker. Here's Morris, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. 6 points for him.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
Now, here is Gortat. He's got 8. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Beal, and the rejection by Leonard.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at him.
Here's Beal. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Aldridge has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Leonard on the wing. Wide open look. Good on the jump shot. Leonard's got 13 points.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. You look at Tony Parker. What a contribution.
They need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching them.
Vince Carter, he's checked in for San Antonio. The Wizards also changing it up. Smith checked in for Gortat. And it's Burke in for Markieff Morris. Burke dishes the Wall. Screen by Smith. Parker against Wall. Outside for Beal. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. That's 12 points here for Beal.
And he had one in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on him.
Outside Leonard. No good. And the Wizards now going the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game marks the first half of a quick two-game homestand.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Screen by Smith. Here's Beal. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Wall fires. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That'll be his second foul of the game. Full 24-second shot clock. Beal against Leonard. Another shot. That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Beal.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Parker passes to Carter. He feeds it to Dedmon. Leonard against Beal. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Leonard, no luck. Wizards trail by 11. Carter with the block. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Burke kicks to Porter. It's Beal on the wing. Dishes it to Smith. Another one falls for Washington.
Yeah, that's asking a lot from that defender.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the size to really be effective in that kind of matchup.
Back to Carter. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Textbook. Nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Here's Porter. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Vince Carter picks one up.
Well, a good one here for Porter. He has 11 points, and he's sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
This is really production personified from long range.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Pau Gasol's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Lee comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Manu Ginobili's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's D in for Parker. Then for the Wizards, Shelvin Mack comes in for John Wall. And Rodriguez is subbed in for Burke. Lee sets a screen for Gasol.
And a chance to check out the stats for D. His last 10 games, 1st in free throw percentage, 6th in assists, and he's also ranked in the top 10 in blocks per game. No trespassing when he's in the lane.
And it's nice when you've got a guy who doesn't miss much from the line. You just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been automatic this season.
Beal's shot is good.
I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
Manu Ginobili on the way. He's got 6. The 15-footer. Mack grabs the miss. Wizards trail by 9. Bradley Beal again. Beal's got 9 points here in the second half.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Picked by Lee. And Ginobili. Here we go. Lee kicks to Gasol. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finish hard with 2 hands on the stuff.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, guys, but again, no need on that one.
Pass to Porter. Rodriguez outside. They set the pick. 6 to shoot. The 3. Offensive rebound. Rejected by Gasol. Got a piece of it. Carter dishes to Lee. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for San Antonio.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
But also, they put the offense on its heel. Look at the number of steals they've been able to get. And that's something they also can take great pride in.
Here's Mack. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Screen by Smith. Rodriguez passes to Mack. Smith takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And here is Ginobili. 6 points for him. To the middle. Goes up off the pick. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
For San Antonio, they have converted 4 of 7 free throws on the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
Rodriguez right side. Screen by Smith. Shot clock at 6. Off the screen. And a great assist by Rodriguez as that one goes in. Rodriguez has got 5 assists in the game.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and it's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
Spurs making a switch here. Berton is checked in. Gortat's checked in for the Wizards. Ginobili outside. Screen by Lee. Now here's Ginobili. He's covered closely, and there's the pass to Bertans. Gasol, a screen on Beal. Off target from three-point range.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Rejected by Ginobili. And so the ball's out of bounds. Ginobili touched it last. And Washington making a change here. Morris is checked in. There's a minute 34 left in the third quarter. Morris a screen to the middle, off the pick. Rejected by Gasol. Here's Bertans. Not enough on that one as it misses. And Mack kicks to Beal, and the shot is good. Beal's got it back down to within single digits for the Wizards.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Let's look at the 2K leaderboard to find out the teams that have led the league in steals the season's second half. Number 1, the Spurs.
Kevin, this team isn't ready to give up on the season yet. I mean, they've been after the opposing ball handler every second of every game.
Just 5 to shoot. Feeds it to Murray. Ball's knocked loose. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. As we approach the playoffs, let's now take a look at what is shaping up in the West. You look at San Antonio. They've got their eye on the number 1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up. And, of course, Golden State right on their heels and with their sights set on gaining ground.
And I think for San Antonio, they look like a team on a mission. We knew coming into this season that they were going to be one of the teams to beat. They've done nothing to change anyone's mind about that.
That's for sure. I mean, expectations were high for these guys, and they've more than lived up to the hype.
Pick by Lee. Outside, Ginobili. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Ginobili against Beal. The feed now to Morris. Rodriguez from beyond the arc and then some.
Oh, man, what a shot. He hit that one from another time zone.
We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. San Antonio leading by 6. So on the floor for Washington. They've got Porter. Shelvin Mack is out there with Wall. Then there's Markieff Morris. And it's Gortat in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. It's going to be Aldridge shooting. That's on Marcin Gortat. Here is Wall. He kicks it to Mack from deep. Rebound San Antonio. 17 points was their biggest margin. There's the dish to Parker. Aldridge a screen. Parker passes to Dedmon. Kicks it out to Leonard. Leonard draws the double. 6 to shoot. Green inside the three-point line. The offensive rebound.
And Kevin, plays like that, really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Clark, look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. That's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into one of the plays of the game. That hurts.
And the foul called on Daniel Green. That's foul number 2 for him. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. The three from Morris, and he gets it to go.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Green kicks to Parker. Aldridge a screen. To the middle, off the screen. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Wall, kicks it to Mack. Pass to Morris, 9 feet out. That one off the back iron and out. San Antonio leading by 8. Here's Leonard. Pass to Dedmon. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard. Clark,
Yes,
bring it down hard,
yes,
my brother.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
Wall dishes to Gortat. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. 10 points for Marcin Gortat. The Spurs have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Parker passes to Dedmon. He dishes it to Aldridge. And the foul called on Markieff Morris. That is his first foul of the game. Burke, he's checked in for Shelvin Mack. And San Antonio has possession. 8-point game.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Burke kicks to Gortat. And it's blocked. Here's Parker. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
Took him no time at all on that one. 17 points for Wall.
And he's been the key for their offense with the way he shot the basketball.
Yeah, he's most certainly not the reason they're in a hole. I mean, his percentage has been outstanding.
Outside Leonard. From deep. Washington with the rebound. Gortat's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Spurs leading by 11. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Jason Smith, he's checked in for Washington.
Checking in for the Wizards, Jason Smith.
Leonard with no one around. And it's Leonard again missing. Washington's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. That's good. And that's now 7 points for Trey Burke.
They're leaning on that mid-range shot right now. That's 6 of their last 10 points from that area.
And it's working. As long as the defense gives you space, hey, let it fly. And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Wall against Parker. And Wall kicks to Gortat. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Gortat's got 4 points in the quarter.
I love the low post attack on that one.
Aldridge a screen. A 3 from Leonard. That's good. And the Spurs lead by 12.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
I tell you what, you got to love his aggressiveness finishing inside like that.
Well, his leaping ability, Clark, gives him a great advantage.
And that's why they look to get him the ball around the rim. It's either a dunk or free throws every time.
That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Porter. Here's Dedmon, covered by Smith. Porter against Leonard, back to Parker. There's the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Baseline try. Dedmon dishes to Leonard. He feeds it to Green. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Here's Parker. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the charts. Well, a good game tonight for Smith. He's got 8 points, and he's rejected a shot over the course of the game, too.
And it easily could have been more. He's played an effective game at that end of the floor.
Manu Ginobili's checked in for Daniel Green. And a switcher also for Washington. Beal's checked in. Parker with it. Dishes it to Dedmon. Down low, here's Aldridge. Excellent defense there from Smith.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And another miss by Washington.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Parker outside to the middle. Aldridge. And he jams it with authority.
I love that dish down low.
Wizards making a switch here. Morris is checked in. Here's Wall. And Parker with the block. And now the fast break. Ginobili with the ball. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
And Wall. Here we go now. And he gets the bucket. Wall's got 21 in the game.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Aldridge a screen. Parker outside. Kept alive to the left wing. Leonard the pass to Aldridge. Kicks it out to Leonard. Porter with the steal. Wall, that's a two-pointer. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
And he gets it to go. And that's 17 points for Otto Porter Jr.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
San Antonio calls timeout. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Guys, thank you. I got a chance to hear what Greg Popovich was saying to his team. He laid one thing out there for them, saying, now is the time to eliminate any chance of a mistake. We've got a good lead. Don't take any unnecessary risks or commit a silly foul. Smart basketball from here on out.
Washington calls timeout.
Yeah, can't be pleased with all these easy looks they continue to give up there in the paint.
No, I'm sure he's not, Greg. I mean, their defense is showing a lot of holes, especially down low. That's unacceptable.
And Beal kicks to Gortat. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
Down low. Gortat with the block. Now Morris. Outside, Wall. Hits the three-point bomb. Wall's got 11 points here in just the second half.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Carter. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Certainly that shot well within his range.
I would hope so.
And especially when he caps it off with the steady one-hand jam.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, over the break, I listened in on what the head coach for the Wizards was getting across in their huddle. He told Gortat that he wants their offense to run through him. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. With the minutes ticking down and the deficit still a big one, those adjustments have to be a chance worth taking, Kevin.
All right, Doris.
We've seen John Wall handling his business. 25 points and 9 assists. His fourth quarter performance, impressive.
He has really picked it up as we've come down the stretch.
Here's Lee. Gortat with the block. Now here's Wall. Defense is right there. Great positioning on the putback. 16 points for Marcin Gortat.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in this second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
Passes it to Forbes. Off target from outside. And it's Washington's ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Wall, that's a two-pointer. Again, the Wizards score.
He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of quarter.
Here is Forbes. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
Probably impossible for them to come back now.
Yeah, far too much work left to be done and not nearly enough time to get it done in.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there beautifully.
And that one falls for John Wall. Two points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking.
And they go to the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Those foul shots put them that much more in the driver's seat.
Washington calls timeout. They're losing by 7. 24 seconds left to play in the final quarter. 24 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Balanced scoring, Clark, for them. They're moving it well.
Yeah, you love to see teams share the sugar. Everybody getting a touch, everybody enjoying an opportunity to score. That makes it a lot of fun for everybody on the court.
You know, it sounds better when you say it than watching it. Okay? It's going better when you say it. Sharing the sugar.
You might want to cut down on that sugar intake, though, Parks. But anyway, everybody's been involved in this offense here early on, and it has a way of helping you defensively.
And so it's San Antonio with the win. It was up.
Yes, guys, I'm here with Tony Parker, and congratulations on this win. What was working in terms of the team's offensive flow?
I think the ball movement was great tonight, but I think the main thing for us is to play great defense. Defensively, we have to be at our best, and everybody has to help, and I think tonight we did a great job.
You were
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan player of the game, Kawhi Leonard. He was involved in all the big plays. Very aggressive game and came away with a triple-double to lead his team. Just a brilliant effort tonight. And that brings us to the end of our broadcast.